Okay, guys, a few words about exam 4 tomorrow on the personality chapter. The emphasis of this chapter, the majority of the exam is going to be on Freud. So make sure you know what the id, the ego, the superego are. Backwards and forwards, know that. Understand the psychosexual stages of development, really just the first three, the oral, anal, and phallic stage, because all we're concerned about is how those relate to the creation of the id, the ego, the superego. Obviously, the id is, we're born with it. It's our animal instinct. It's our biological drives. The ego comes into play in the anal stage in terms of the child developing independence and ability to choose and ability to rebel against the parents. And then the superego develops during the phallic stage, ages 3 to 6, when the child resolves the Oedipus complex, decides that he's willing to share mom with dad in terms of the devotion that mom has toward him. And once that occurs, the child can internalize the morals and values of the parents, which makes up the superego. Make sure you understand the defense mechanisms. The best way to study for it is go over that worksheet. I put the answers to the worksheet on your Blackboard website. Those are the kinds of questions you're going to have. So you're going to have an example. You're going to have to identify the defense mechanism at work there. So that basically covers Freud. Make sure you study humanistic school of thought. Carl Rogers, unconditional positive regard, conditions for growth associated with raising children. Make sure you understand about all the different ways of assessing personality, paper and pencil tests, interviews, projective tests. Make sure you understand about, a bit about the Rorschach and the thematic perception test, the TAT. Those are discussed in your book. Those are projective tests. Projective tests are designed to eliminate deception or the ability to answer inaccurately. When you take a paper and pencil test, you tend to answer like you would want to be sometimes, or ideally. Whereas a projective test, you have no idea what the best answer is, so it's impossible to be dishonest on it. Make sure you take a look at Albert Bandura's model of reciprocal determinism. That's where your thoughts and feelings, your behavior, and the environment all kind of interact to produce who you are and how you act in any particular kind of situation. And then the big five, we talked about that. I posted a video on that. You guys took the big five test. Make sure you know what the big five traits are, openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. I talked about them. I put the video out there. I put another video out there. The book obviously talks about them. So make sure you understand the big five. And that should just about do it in terms of what's going to be on the exam. So if you've been following along, you did your big five, you've watched the videos, you're taking notes, you did the defense mechanism worksheet, you should be in good shape. All right? Exam has to be taken, as always, between noon tomorrow and midnight tomorrow night. I'm working on grading the short answers for your last exam, so that should be done very soon. Do a massive amount of grading with all my classes this weekend with the weather. It kind of helped me out because it kept me inside. So good luck, and I'll talk to you soon.